Good morning, friends, and welcome back to another video. I am currently in San Juan, Puerto Rico right now. It is day 2 of a 3-day trip. I got in last night very late at around 11 p.m. and I went straight to sleep. I did struggle a little bit at night going to sleep. I had some weird dreams. I didn't really get much rest. I did try to stay in bed as long as I could today, even though I had plans to just go for a walk and get some coffee here in Puerto Rico, but I couldn't do it. I was just so tired. But today we have one leg from Puerto Rico to Atlantic City, New Jersey, and we're going to be there for only about 11 hours, so it's not very long of a layover. But I think we're on a 319, and yesterday we were on a 319 too, which is our smaller aircraft. We had like about 55 passengers, something like that, but it wasn't a full flight, so it was a very easy flight here to San Juan. So I'm very grateful for that. So we'll see how today goes. I am flying Flight Attendant C, which is in the back, which is in the galley. So I'm reading the safety demo, the boarding announcement. If you've been with me for a while, you know that's one of my favorite positions to fly, if not my favorite position to fly. So I'm going to finish getting ready. I'm going to do my hair, do my makeup, and then head downstairs to go to work. Okay, hair is done, makeup is done. I just have to put the rest of my things away. Usually when I'm getting ready, I'm like buffing my concealer or my foundation or something, and I'm walking around putting things away. But there's still some stuff that needs to be put away, like my makeup bag, my curling iron, stuff like that. So got my coffee here. It needs to kick in because I am exhausted. Morning. It is day 3 of this 3-day trip. I just have to put my uniform on and put a few things away before I am all ready for work. Sorry about the lighting in this room, it's a little bit weird, but today is actually a really long day. We have 4 legs today. I prefer not to do more than 2 legs, to be honest with you, but this trip worked with my schedule perfectly, so I had to pick it up. Yesterday was a really easy day. It was just from San Juan to Atlantic City, but I was so tired from the night before that as soon as I got to my hotel, I passed out. I needed to rest, especially because of the 4 legs that we have today. And we have to go from Atlantic City to Myrtle Beach, which is a short flight, Myrtle Beach to Orlando. We have a bit of a sit, Orlando, Nashville, Nashville back to Orlando. So a lot of back and forth, but again, short flights. I'm the kind of flight attendant that prefers to do one long flight. I'd rather do LA to Fort Lauderdale or something in one day instead of doing 4 legs, because that's 4 boardings, 4 deplanings, 4 services, 4 safety demos. So it's just better for me, in my opinion, just mentally. But if you're a flight attendant, let me know. Would you rather do one long flight, or do you not mind the ups and downs? Like 4 up and downs. Okay, so I'm gonna put my uniform on, put the rest of my things away, and then head to work. Starting a 4-day trip. I have not worked a 4-day trip in what seems like forever. I just don't really work 4-day trips, but I really need the hours this month, and I decided to pick one up, and it's actually a really fun one. Today we go from Orlando to Newark, Newark to Pittsburgh, and we are in Pittsburgh until tomorrow. I have plans at almost every single layover on this trip, which I'm really excited about because I love being able to go out and explore. So I'm gonna get going because I don't want to be late for work. I do have to go to the employee parking lot, get on the shuttle and all that, so I'm going to leave right now. I have my coffee made. I'm ready to go to work. Okay, so it is around 4:23 p.m. and I have been in my hotel room since maybe 12:40-ish, around there. I came in, got into something comfy, put everything away, got situated, and then just got in bed and took about a 2-hour nap. I was so tired. It was such an early report time, so I definitely needed to get some rest. And I've just been in bed just like scrolling on my phone, editing a few things here and there. And now I'm debating on whether I want to go to a little shopping center that's around here that the hotel shuttle can take me to. And then at 6:30, I'm meeting up with my friend Mariah. And Mariah actually used to be my manager. I don't know if you guys remember, but a while back I told you guys I had a manager. I was with an agency and all that. We have both left the agency, but we're still really good friends. So we're going to meet up and have some dinner. And it's going to be interesting because I can't really eat much because of my surgery. So we'll see what we can find for dinner tonight. So I'm going to put some clothes on and then call downstairs and see if the shuttle can take me to the shopping center. Okay, so I just left Ulta and I ended up picking up some things. I picked up some dry shampoos, some hairspray, and then just like some random things that I didn't need but I wanted. And I also stopped by Ross because I didn't realize how cold it was here. I'm still in Florida mindset where it's like 90 degrees right now. So I ended up buying this little thing right here just to kind of keep myself warm. I'm waiting for my Uber. It's going to pick me up and we're going to go have some ramen, and because I can have that, and then just hang out. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a very early report time. I have to be downstairs at 6 a.m. I believe. I have to double check actually. So I have to wake up at around 5 or 4:30, something like that. And then we have to work 2 legs. So I'll talk to you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Good morning, friends. It is the next day. It is 5:23 a.m. I'm getting ready for work right now. Today is kind of a long day, but it is broken up by a deadhead, which is pretty nice. A deadhead is when you have to fly somewhere as a passenger and you're still getting paid as if you were working the flight, which is pretty nice. I try my hardest to pick up flights or trips that have at least one deadhead. And sometimes they're kind of hard to get because of seniority. They usually go very senior. But I managed to get one this time, so I'm really excited about that. Today we're going to go from Pittsburgh to Vegas, and that's the flight that we're going to work today. So it's about an almost 5-hour flight. That's how long it's scheduled, but usually take away like 20 minutes from that, and it should be around like 4:30, 4:20, depending on the winds. And then also we go and sit in Vegas for about 2 hours, I believe. And then after that, we deadhead to Portland. I haven't had a Portland layover since I was Dallas based, and that was a long time ago. I think it was before I even had Luca, and Luca's 4. So it's been a while since I've been to Portland. Portland is one of my favorite places. I love the vibe. I love everything about Portland. I love the weather. It's just so beautiful. I love the Pacific Northwest. And if I didn't live in Florida, I'd probably live in the Pacific Northwest. It's just so beautiful there. A little bit about the trip that I'm working. It is a 4-day trip. And I think I mentioned earlier that I haven't worked a 4-day trip in a long time. It's actually a high credit trip, which is one of the reasons why I picked it up. I needed something that was going to be good 4 hours, and it was going to have good layovers, and it has a deadhead, so it's perfect. I always get asked which foundation I'm using, and my favorite right now is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I'm almost out of this one, but I did buy a backup because it's just so pretty. It makes your skin look so radiant and so healthy and so glowy, and I get tons of compliments, and that's usually what I'm wearing. So I am the most senior on this trip, and I am flying Flight Attendant C. I did get asked in one of my recent videos why I choose to fly Flight Attendant C, and that is because I like working the galley. Flight Attendant C works the galley. They read the boarding announcement, they read the safety demo, and they're just pretty much in charge of the galley. You're not doing compliance with the passengers, making sure that everything's underneath the seat. You don't have to brief anyone. So I don't know, that's just a position that I really like to fly. I will choose Flight Attendant C pretty much any chance that I get. If I can, that's what I will fly. Sometimes I will fly Flight Attendant B depending on my mood. And Flight Attendant B will have to brief the exit row, and then they just have more compliance areas in the middle of the cabin. I don't like, the position that I don't like to fly is Flight Attendant A, which is the lead flight attendant. You do get paid a few dollars more per hour while you are flying Flight Attendant A, but I just don't like to because of having to fly in the front of the plane. I don't like the front of the plane. I don't know why. I just prefer being in the back, behind the scenes. I'm very introverted, so I guess that's probably why. Flight Attendant A has a lot of responsibilities. You're pretty much in charge of the cabin. You have to keep constant communication with the pilots and stuff. So yes, Flight Attendant C is just one of the easier jobs too, and you're just worried about the galley, like I said. Okay, so I'm gonna finish getting ready for work. That way I'm able to make it to work on time. I might get some coffee when I get to the airport. Pittsburgh Airport has like a local coffee shop that I really like, or they have Dunkin', but I prefer the local one. I just don't really like Dunkin' that much. And we'll see. Let me know. Are you guys Dunkin' people or are you Starbucks people?
All right, made it to Las Vegas. We have about a 2.5 hour sit. So I grabbed some Jamba Juice. We'll see if I can eat this. And I just got pretty much a strawberry banana bowl. And I'm just gonna sit here.
I am getting ready because I'm going to meet up with the crew and we're going to go to downtown. We actually used to stay in downtown, now we don't. So we're going to take an Uber to downtown and do cute little flight attendant things, take pictures, and probably get something to eat. I don't know what I'm going to eat. If you guys don't know why I keep referencing food, is because I had weight loss surgery last month, so I am on a very strict diet, which I can only eat certain things. If not, I get sick. So we'll see how it ends up going for us and if I even end up eating anything. But I'm touching up my makeup just because it was looking a little rough from a very long day. We had a very long day. I didn't realize how long today was going to be. It was a 12 to 13 hour day, and we had that sit in Vegas that was just awful for me. I got sick because I ate some Jamba Juice and it was not fun at all. But then we got to Deadhead and it was fine, and I was able to take a little bit of a nap while I was on the plane, and now I'm in my hotel. And I'm actually not mad at this hotel. It's very old, like it's an older hotel, but it's big. It's a huge room that has this little vanity where I'm sitting at right now getting ready, and everyone here is so nice. The driver is so nice. You can tell that they're very happy to have us here, and it's nice. It's nice when you're welcomed this way. So go out, we're gonna see what we get ourselves into and have some fun. All right, I'm all ready. Makeup done, hair done. Now I just have to put my uniform on and put my things away and then head downstairs to go work these flights today. I am actually wearing Hellcat by Cat Eye Cosmetics. I love this lipstick. I saw it on my friend Jenny Ernst, and I pretty much have all of Cat's lipsticks, but I didn't have this one for some reason, and I saw it on Jenny, and I had to place an order right away, and Kat gets mad every time I place an order, but she knows by now I'm just gonna keep ordering them. So this is the lipstick that I'm wearing. It lasts all day long. It's not drying. It's just, it's such a pretty color. So anyway, I'm gonna continue getting ready and then go downstairs. Alright friends, let's chat. It has been a day. The last time I spoke with you guys, I was in Portland in my hotel room getting ready to leave, go to work. Well, I did that. I went to work. I got on the plane. I did my security checks. We boarded. We did the safety demo. Everything was great. Everything was normal. It was a normal day at work. Then we push back and we see that as we're taxiing, we start to slow down and we had to pull over, and there was a maintenance issue. So we had to return to the gate. All this delayed the flight, obviously. Maintenance had to come on board, and then it turned out that we had to ground the plane. the plane was going to need a little bit more work, so we had to get off the plane. The flight ended up getting delayed for hours, and we were told that we had to work the flight from Portland to Vegas. And then we were going to deadhead on another airline from Vegas to Salt Lake City and then continue the rest of our pairing, which was just going to be one leg home tomorrow. Whatever flight I was working was just, it was just one of those days that when it rains, it pours. So we ended up finally taking off. We took off after hours of being delayed, and then when we landed in Vegas, we didn't have a gate. So we had to wait on the tarmac for a while, and because we had to wait for a gate, we ended up missing our connection to go to Salt Lake City. So we had to call crew scheduling and let them know that we missed our flight. Because we missed our flight, they had to pretty much find a way to deadhead us to Salt Lake City. Well, they couldn't do that. They couldn't find a flight for us. So then they decided that they were going to deadhead us tomorrow morning, and we were going to get a hotel in Vegas. So we are now in Vegas, and I'm supposed to be here until tomorrow morning. I have a 4:55 a.m. report time, and then we have a double deadhead. I don't know why we're doing a double deadhead when there's a direct flight. I don't know. I don't understand sometimes. I just do what I'm told. We're supposed to deadhead tomorrow from here to Chicago, Chicago to Orlando, but we get home at 5 p.m. So that's definitely not going to work for me. So I'm going to do what's called an alternate deadhead, and I'm going to try and get home earlier than I'm supposed to. And the only reason why I'm able to do this is because I am deadheading. If I had to work the flight, then there's no way I would be able to do this. So in about an hour, I'm going to go downstairs and take the shuttle to the airport, and then try to get on the red eye from Vegas to Orlando and see if I can get on, and that way I get home at 6 a.m. instead of 5 p.m. So the flight is oversold by 2. I think I'm number 1 or number 2 on the standby list, so we'll see if I get on. Hopefully I do. I think I should be good. If not, then I'm going to take my deadhead tomorrow morning. I'll sleep in the crew room or whatever, because I don't want to come back to the hotel. And then just go home and, let's see what happens. So anyway, I'm just going to take my makeup off and just get comfortable and just hope I get on this flight so I can go home. And I'm going to try to sleep on the flight so that I'm able to be rested by the time I get home, because I'm going to make it home just in time to take Alex to school. I definitely need some rest.